welcome to this spooky Halloween edition of Katie's Kitchen. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make 3 Halloween-themed alcoholic beverages. A sangria, a punch, and a shot. Of course, this goes without saying, but I should say it anyway, that if you are underage, then this video is not for you. So if you are of legal drinking age and you want to figure out some good Halloween party punch or drink ideas for your Halloween party, then keep watching.
This step you need to do between 4 and 24 hours before your party. You want to take your booze, see what I did there, and your wine and pour both of those things over your chopped fruit in a bowl. Doesn't matter which bowl you use, just any bowl. This really gives the fruit time to soak up all the alcoholic goodness and give it that extra flavor that sangria is really known for. So once you've poured all of your extra booze into your fruit, you're going to want to seal it up and refrigerate it, like I said, between 4 and 24 hours. I guess this step isn't completely necessary, but it really does make a big difference. If you're in a pinch, you can skip it, but otherwise, I say go for it.
So now that you've let your fruit sit in the brandy and wine marinade overnight, you're going to take that concoction and you're going to pour it into the bowl that you want to use as your punch bowl. So you're going to carefully pour this into this and hopefully not spill everywhere. Fingers crossed. If you want to be a little more careful, you can use a spoon to kind of ease the fruit into the bowl. Now that you've got everything into your cauldron, you want to top it with some sparkling water. I chose the Pellegrino orange flavor. And another good option for this is the Pellegrino blood orange flavor, but this is the one that I picked up, so I am going to use this one and it's going to taste great. So as you go, you might want to check to see how it tastes just to make sure that it's to your liking, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a little sip just to see what it's like. And that's actually pretty good, so I think I'm just going to stop at 2 cans of the Pellegrino, because I think 3 would make it too sparkly, I guess. So just give it a little stir, and there you have it. You're done. That is your blood red sangria for your Halloween party.
This step is kind of just an upgrade, but I thought it would be cute to use a pumpkin as a punch bowl. So if that's something you want to do for your Halloween party, then you just need to grab a pumpkin that's a little bit bigger than the bowl you're going to use and start off by cutting off the top of the pumpkin. You just want to make that opening wider and wider until it's wide enough to fit the bowl you're going to use. Then you want to scrape out those gross, slimy pumpkin innards. And trust me when I tell you, you need to throw this stuff away as soon as you can. I mean, like, take it out to the dumpster. It's the grossest thing I've ever smelled. You just kind of want to carve away the excess pumpkin skin until the bowl you're using will fit snugly inside the pumpkin.
So if you've decided to use a pumpkin punch bowl, now is the time to take your bowl and to place it into your pumpkin. It's actually better to use a clear one, but my clear bowl is way too big, so I'm using this blue one. It'll work just fine. So you want to place it into the pumpkin, making sure it's in there quite snugly so it doesn't wobble around too much. And this is an incredibly simple recipe. It's just 3 parts apple cider, 2 parts cinnamon whiskey, and I'm using good old Fireball, my favorite. So I'm just going to pour the 2 cups of the cider in. And then I'm going to fill up another cup because my measuring cup is only 2 cups. So 1 more cup of cider. And now you're going to pour 2 cups of your cinnamon whiskey into your mixture. That's a lot of whiskey. Actually, I'm going to make this just a little bit stronger since I am going to put some sort of cooling agent in there. I'll get onto that in a minute. So go ahead and pour the 2 cups of whiskey in. Just give it a little stir. And there you go. If you want to, you can stop there, or if you want, you can also add a couple sliced apples into the punch itself. That way you know, it gives a little bit more of a punchy look. But you can stop here, you can add apples, or you can do what I'm going to do, which is to add something to keep it cool in a kind of spooky way.
This is another completely optional step, but what I'm doing is I'm making a frozen hand that will float inside of my punch to keep it cold. So I've taken 1 cup of apple cider, which is what I used in the punch, obviously, so it won't dilute it, and I'm topping that with 1 packet of unflavored gelatin. I'm just going to let that sit for 2 minutes, and then turn the stove on low and stir continuously until the gelatin is completely dissolved. Once it's dissolved, I'm going to pour that 1 cup of apple cider plus gelatin back into the measuring cup that has another cup of apple cider. That's really confusing, but basically it's 2 cups of apple cider. One of them has been heated up with gelatin and then added to the other. I have actually already washed and turned a latex glove inside out, and that is actually what I'm going to be pouring my cider mixture into. So pour it into your glove, and then once it's all in, you want to seal it up and find some way to make it freeze in a way that will make it look like a hand. I've kind of jerry-rigged a sort of clippy thing on my freezer door, and that seemed to do the trick. Once it's fully frozen, just pop it in your punch bowl and you're good to go.
If shots or shooters are your poison, then a good Halloween-themed shot is called the blood shot, and it only is 4 ingredients: cranberry, Jägermeister, vodka, and peach schnapps. You just want to pour an equal part of each of those things into a shaker. So once you've got them in your shaker, just seal it up and give it a little shake, and then pour it into your shot glass. And there you have your blood shot. If you want to make your shot look even more red, just add maybe 1 drop of red food coloring to the mixture when it's in the shaker, and that will give it a more kind of blood red color if you want. You don't have to, it's optional, but if you want. So that's it for this ghoulish episode of Katie's Kitchen. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and leave any comments down in the comment section below, as well as sending me any of the pictures if you decide to make these drinks for your Halloween party. I'll leave my Twitter and my Instagram information in the down bar. Happy Halloween, everyone! Deep conditioning treatment, I guess. This stuff was amazing. As you can tell, I literally scraped it clean. All right, bottoms up. It's good.
Why didn't you tighten it up?
I thought it was tight. Can you see that?
No.
Can you see my hoo-ha?
Maybe. Go higher.
Yeah, it's just really short.